Hey everybody, this is John, retired old man. Hope it's a good day where you are, because I say we always make it a good day here in the Upper East Side of Texas. We choose to do that. Wake up every day, you can make a choice. It's going to be a good day or it's going to be a miserable day. It's always a good day here. Uh, don't know what happened. YouTube took a couple of videos down, and now my comments are all off because this is a very small channel. I got 5 other channels out there that do way more than this channel here does. This is mostly just for the kids to keep up with one another. 3 or 4 of us get together and we share videos back and forth. Gripe, complain a little bit. So that's where this one comes from. But that's probably won't be able to leave any comments because I can't let this little bitty teeny tiny channel affect my big channels, and it started doing that. And everything turns political and hateful after a while. That's a sad shape. I want to talk a little bit about today. We hear about things in the weather and all, and we always talk about the government solution, this and that. I want to talk about people a little bit. Now, I know everybody, including me, I had an office job for a big part of my life. I won't get into that, but a lot of people who watch this, a lot of people, they have office jobs, and they're kind of cushy jobs. I don't care what you got, but there's a layer of jobs out there. Until you've done those jobs, you probably have no appreciation of what those folks do out there in the working world. Now, I'll relate a little story to you about appreciation I have. I grew up on a farm, mostly cotton and beans, but we had just enough cows to be aggravating. I mean, just enough to be aggravating. And whenever it rained and everybody else got off from the field work, we had to fool with those doggone cows. Well, all across the United States, this time of year is calving season. That's C-A-L-V-I-N-G. You'll have to look past my Texas accent, but that's where the cow gives birth to a calf is what it is. It's called calving season, and it's usually 2 or 3 months right in here. It can happen other times of year, but the majority of it always happens right here in the winter time. Now, there are some folks out there that are big enough to have nice fancy barns and comfortable things, but the majority of these people that do calving are farmers, ranchers, women, men, young boys, young girls. Then they learn what work is. I'm gonna get kind of graphic, just tell you a little bit about what'll happen, because you're looking at the horse's mouth right here, so to speak. Because I've actually had to do this. You get up one morning, you check on your cows, because you know it's calving season. You're expecting cows to be out in the morning. You want to make sure they're good. It's always cold, ice on the ground, so you got to picture what's going on. In your truck riding around, you've all bundled up in your overalls and coveralls and gloves and hats and everything else, because you're going to have to get out of your truck here in a little bit. Well, sure enough, you travel through your field and there's a cow laying on her side. That's not a good sign necessarily, especially when the old cow's bellowing a little bit. Well, you get up there and then you figure out that you got problems. And this is where it's going to get graphic. This is where you figure out the calf has turned itself around inside the birth canal. Well, at this time, you hope you can save both of them. But you're probably going to realize you're going to save a cow or you're going to save the calf. You got no control over which one or how it turns out, but you got to do the best you can. Here's what happens. It's a cold day, early in the morning. Ice could be on the ground. Generally, it's always muddy. Cows have been stomping around. The cow's laying on her side. You got to reach up in there and you got to pull that calf out. Now, I know some people use fancy gloves. We didn't. It's cold, usually below freezing. As I said, ice on the ground. You lube up your arm and you reach up in there the best you can. And usually you got your arm all the way up and the side of your head is facing, well, you can imagine what you're facing. Well, this side of your face is. You're reaching up in there, you're trying to pull that cow out with your hands and get her turned around, get the calf turned around. You realize you can't do that, so now you got to take one hand with a rope and do the best you can with one hand, tying a knot around one of the calf's legs. I'm not getting graphic to be graphic. I'm just telling you to appreciate what folks are doing out there today, while many of us are just fussing and complaining and moaning about the government, instead of getting out there and doing a good day's work like these folks do. At the end of the day, you may even end up having to get your pickup truck tied to the rope, pull the calf out. Now, usually when that happens, the calf is dead. You're probably going to lose the cow. So now you've got up in the morning trying to feed your family. Your clothes are all dirty, bloody. You're cold. You're soaking wet. You've lost a cow. You've lost a calf. You're going to go back to your house. You're going to eat breakfast. You're going to say a blessing. Thank God for what you got. You know, those are real men and real women who do that. Now, I've done that. Did that a lot of years of my life. So sometimes when we're making fun of everybody else, we got all the answers of the world. Remember those working folks that are out there today. Whether you're on an old rig roughnecking it, or whether you're out there cutting off logs, you building a high-rise building, you got my admiration. I guarantee you, partner, you got it. I hope other folks give you the same admiration that I have. You earn it. You deserve it. Hey, y'all have a good day wherever you are. Till we meet again, it's Retired Old Man. Y'all be careful. God bless.